Let's go fishing, sort of, with Conor Knighton.
The early bird gets the worm. That's why, just before sunrise, Gary Revel is wandering through the woods near Sopchoppy, Florida, to stake out the perfect spot. He pounds a piece of wood, known as a stob, into a promising patch of soil and gets to work. After a few minutes of rubbing the top with a flat piece of iron, earthworms begin to emerge from the earth, where Revel's wife Audrey is waiting to snatch them up. Let me see your haul here.
Yeah.
Oh my
Got a
gosh.
can full there.
That's pretty, so is this a good morning so far?
Oh yeah, great morning.
Back at home, they'll clean and process the worms to sell as live bait. Those who buy them to catch fish may never know how their worm was caught.
A lot of people think we dig them up.
Well, honestly, between the two choices, digging sounds a lot more logical than doing some sort of magic trick that summons them to the surface.
Magic's the best.
It's a process known as worm grunting, and this part of northwest Florida has been a hot spot for more than a century.
Okay. Oh, that's what we want. All right.
Here's one right here, look.
Does it work? Oh, all right. All right. Hey, buddy. Wake up, worms.
For a long time, worm grunting really did feel like magic. Nobody was quite sure why this worked.
We never give it that much thought.
Really?
Yeah, we was always interested in going fishing. We'd hurry up and get the worms. We didn't care what was going on.
Why
there.
it works, you just know it does
We got to
work.
get to the water, you know.
In 2008, a Vanderbilt University study finally demonstrated that southeastern Diplocardia earthworms most likely perceive the vibrations to be a worm-eating mole digging toward them. And 99 times out of 100, the escaping worms would be right. But then, every once in a while,
They go, whoa, here comes the big mole.
And instead, they come up to the surface and find
That's
you.
right, yeah. And they try to get out of the way of me. But some of them do, most of them don't.
Revel grew up worm grunting for fun, then turned pro. While he only works part-time these days, he gets around $20 a bucket. Worm grunting was once a real business around these parts, as our very own Charles Carroll discovered in 1972.
The casual passerby through Sopchoppy, Florida, watching Jim Rozier at his daily occupation, would surely think he'd taken leave of his senses. But no, he's just doing what a lot of people do around Sopchoppy, grunting for worms.
It was possible to work as a full-time worm grunter.
Can people actually make a living at this?
I do.
But not long after Carroll stopped by, soft plastic fishing lures started to lure many people away from using live bait. The local worm industry declined, but by then, Sopchoppy had been given a brand.
Yes, worm grunt time down in old Sopchoppy. Can't sing a song but the melody.
For the past 25 years, Sopchoppy has hosted a Worm Gruntin Festival. It's an excuse for the small town to throw a big party, celebrating its favorite invertebrate. There's a wiggle fun run, a gummy worm eating contest, a worm queen is crowned, and children get to give grunting a try.
We gotta bring the true legend out. Mr. Gary, come out here and show them how it's really done. I'll give it up for the legend.
If you can inspire some of them kids to learn that maybe an office job ain't what I need, then not say worming, they might take up something like archaeology or some kind of outside occupation.
Revel, who's 73, has taught his son Snap to grunt, but he knows there's not a new generation of professional grunters coming up.
Me and Audrey and Snaps, one of the last families that does this, the whole process. And when we done, that's it.
But Revel isn't planning on stopping anytime soon. For him, spending time in the woods with the worms is a way of life.
All your worries will go away. And it seems to be fun and the thing to do if you live in the woods.
That doesn't get old for you?
No. No, I got to go out there and see what them worms is up to.
You wake up curious?
Yeah, I ain't gonna forget about them, not overnight either.